Hi guys and girls, welcome to the first episode of Tools and Techniques. In the future I want to make videos like these on a more regular basis, sharing some of my knowledge with you. In this first episode I'm going to discuss a technique which I've already seen videos about on YouTube. It's the wet palette, but nonetheless I want to share some of my thoughts about this specific tool with you guys. Let's first start off by showing you how I make my wet palette. I'm using a flat surface for it. This is a lid of an ice cream container. Why I'm using this is because it has a really small ridge on the side. Because I've seen some people using really a container which is this high. Then I think when you're using your brush, I want to put my hand on the sides. If you have a large container, then it's more difficult to reach the space, I think. So you just use some kitchen paper, paper towel, don't know how we call it. Usually fold the sides so that it fits in this lid. Then add water. I always keep a bottle of clean water on my desk to refill my rinsing water for my wet palettes. So just add quite some water. You see, this paper can take quite some water. Okay, that's about enough. Then take something like baking paper, just put it on. There we go, there's the wet palette. So what's the use of this? When you're using another type of palette, for example a plastic one, or like I used to have the tin foil or aluminum foil ones, it dries out your paints really quick. I'm a slow painter, sometimes with a large surface. Sometimes I'm working 30 minutes, 45 minutes on the same surface using the same mix of paint. And with a regular palette you always keep adding water, but that basically changes the recipe of and also the consistency of your paint. So with a wet palette you just mix your paint, thin it with a certain amount of water, and it never dries out, or very slowly. Because for example, if I use this palette, if I paint in the evening and come back the day after, so overnight it's almost never completely dried out. If you want to store your paints for a longer while, I suggest looking for a container with a lid, using the lid as the palette, and then if you want to store your paint, put on the container itself, so it's sealed off from the air, so that it can hardly dry out. That's basically it. If you're into showcase painting, or simply want to have a lot more working time with your mixes, I suggest that you try out this technique, and I don't think you will be disappointed. It takes some preparation, but if you're not someone who makes large pools of paint, then you can paint 1 or 2 nights with just one palette. And when one surface is full, I usually turn it around and start working on the other side. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some additional questions, do not hesitate to post them in the comment section, or just contact me through PM. Take care.